A question that is recognized around the world when it comes to sales. Right? Sell me this pen. How do you respond to that? It's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So, let's get down to business, shall we? I want to start by pointing out that the methods to answering this question and to mastering this question in the interview process and everything behind why this is asked is also the same method that you use to sell anything and everything you could ever want to sell. It's why it's asked so often, because it gives you the exact abilities that a person has to understand the sales process and what it is that they're doing. So, the first thing that we need to do is find out the needs of the prospect. Why do they need a pen? Are they signing contracts all day because they're a business person? Are they just needing something to be able to, write out a phone number real quickly because they're, in the middle of something and trying to take some notes? Are they needing a pen that they're going to be sitting in a room taking nice formal notes with? What do they need it for? Do they need it? Right? That's one of the first things that, I hear people say, well, sell me this pen. How would you do it? And they say, well, you know what? Are you doing this with a pen? Are you doing that with a pen? Are you doing... Did I even say I needed one right now? Right? So find out, do they need a pen? Ask. Hey, you know what? I hear you might be in the market for a pen. Right? Is that the case? Is this something that you want right now? Is this something that you need? Find out. You got to have a need. If not, create it. That's a whole nother video in itself. So, yeah, you've got to have a need. Once you have a need and you understand that they do need it, what do they need it for? And we start breaking that down. That's awesome. So you're looking for something to write with. What exactly are you going to be doing with this every day? Are you using it every day? Is this a all the time use pen, or is this a make a statement pen that's sitting on the desk? Is this one you're going to be carrying with you consistently, or is this one that you just need to use right this second and get it done? Find out. You need to know, what do they need it for? Now, finding needs is an emotional thing. Remember to connect the emotional thing. What do you need it for? How bad do you need it? How important is this to you? You've got to be able to ask the questions between the questions. Again, that could be a whole new video, but the fact is, you find out, what do you need the pen for? What are you doing it daily? Doing with it daily, right? Well, you know what? I need it because I'm always on sales talks and I'm always taking notes with the people that I'm talking to and working with. And I need to make sure that I've got a reliable pen so that I can take those notes. Hey, you know what? That's awesome. That is amazing that you want to take notes when working with your prospects. That's a great thing to do. I do so myself. So, look, when it comes down to that, why is taking notes so important? There you go. You're starting to connect emotion. Why is it important to you? And they're going to tell you all the reasons why they have to be able to take notes while they're on that call. Ask the questions between the questions. This is the biggest thing I see salespeople miss. Now, after you've found out what their needs are, why they need the pen, what they need it for, you piece all that together, now you have to turn towards desires. Okay, now you need to ask the questions like, does the pen have to be a specific color? Does the pen need to be a specific shape? Do you like a skinny little pen like the Bics, or do you like a bigger, fatter pen that, feels more substantial in the hand? Yeah. What's the vision? Find out their vision of the perfect pen. What's it going to be? Do they want one that's just cheap because they need it right this second? Do they want one that's more expensive, that's going to make a statement? Do they want it to make a statement when they pull it out of their pocket in front of people? Or do they need it to make a statement because it's sitting there on their desk as a display model? What's their vision for it? Right now, getting somebody to build a vision for anything that they're doing is pivotal to helping them see themselves with the item, for future pacing, for building out their dream. What is their vision for it? Get as much detail as you can. And then, of course, within those details, why is that one important? Which of these is most important? Find out. Ask those questions. Too many times people assume, I know the answer to that question, so I'm not going to ask. And then what they end up doing is not getting deep enough with their prospect to really build that desire or need, because they don't ask. They assume they know. Don't make that mistake. Amateurs assume. A professional salesman asks questions, and then asks the questions between the questions to make sure you get it right, to make sure you're understanding them right. You've got to be able to build the vision and find out exactly what it is that they want. Now, on top of that, what are the requirements? Now, the requirements are more shape, size, color. This fits your requirements. It's a little bit different than the vision in the fact that the vision needs to be more of, is this a status thing? Is this a quick I have to have it thing? Are we wanting this to, somebody to notice when we pull that pen out of our pocket? Are we wanting something that is just going to be purely functional and it has to work every day and be able to be treated kind of rough because I'm always throwing it around and bouncing around everywhere? That's your vision. What are you going to do with it? What's it going to look like as you're using it? Then you get to the specifics of what exactly they have to have. Color, shape, size, right? This is all part of building out the desire. The need's already been established. Now we need to work on desire. You build up that desire by asking those questions. Why is it important for you that that be the way it is? Don't ever underestimate the power of asking why. It will give you so much that you can work with and understand and help them to see where they really are. A lot of times these questions that we're asking are not just to give us ammunition in our sales call to be able to give to people. It's also giving the prospect a very clear view of what it is they are looking to do. Sometimes they haven't thought it through that way. And the more they think it through, the more they realize the better position you put yourself in because you've helped them to find these things. And the better position they will be in, the happier they will be with their purchase after it's done. Because you've helped them to very clearly define what it is they're looking for and why they need it that way. Excuse the phone ringing. I apologize for the interruption. We will cut that part out. Okay. When you build out the desires properly, when you ask the questions, the why between the questions, you are not only helping yourself to understand what they're doing, to give yourself ammunition, quote unquote, in your sales call, but you're also helping your prospect to find clarity in what they're looking for. Sometimes these folks haven't even thought through what they're doing well enough to actually have pieced all this together. And they're going to be thankful for you, helping them to decipher this and to piece it together and find out exactly what it is they're looking for. And you're going to get less buyer's remorse. They are going to be happier with their purchase because you have helped them to think it through properly just by asking a few extra questions. In order to finalize the sale now, what you've got to do is make the offer a no-brainer. Now, we've all heard this before. What does it really mean? How do you make your offer into a no-brainer offer? Now, this is something, again, I could do an entire video on. And look, if you're learning anything about this, if you are appreciating this material, please hit that like button. Let me know. right? Hit the subscribe button, get updated when I post new videos, and that way you can keep track. And if there's anything that I'm mentioning in these that you would like more clarity on, please ask questions in the comments. I will answer. I will put together a new video if it warrants it to be able to answer these questions. I want you to succeed. That's why I'm here. So, making the no-brainer offer. Here is where you piece together everything that they've told you, from the needs to the desires, and you logically put it together in a way that makes sense. Right? It's very, very simple, but very subtle. Okay, so let me get this straight, Mr. Prospect. You're telling me that your pen has got to be in black. You want something that, isn't Mont Blanc level, but you also want to be able to... I said that wrong. Okay, Mr. Prospect, so here's what you're telling me. You need a pen that's got to write in black. You don't want something that's quite at the Mont Blanc level, but you do want something that looks nice when you pull it out of your pocket and people can see. Now, if I can show you something that's going to be within that price range that has the black ink, let you write with it for a minute, feel that it's comfortable in your hand, what would that be worth to you to have right now? Right, that kind of question is going to help people to see, okay, wow, all right, so it's within my price range, it's going to write in the level, they're going to let me see it and feel it first. That'd be worth. You got to piece together everything that they need, everything that they want. You piece it together and you do so in a logical format, and then ask them, what would that be worth to you? How quickly do you need it? If I could find those exact specifications, how soon are you needing to have this pen in your hand? Find out the urgency. That's what makes it a no-brainer. When it falls into the need, the desires, and urgency, why would they not do it right now? When you have those three things together, that constitutes a no-brainer offer. They have the need, you've established a desire, and now you've built in some urgency that they have to have it now, or they need to do so quickly to get them to purchase today. All of these points are used in selling anything and everything. And of course, there's more intricacy to it. But essentially, when somebody asks you, sell me this pen, what they are asking you is, show me your sales method. Show me that you understand how to find needs, desires, and put together an offer that makes sense. When you can do those three things, you can sell damn near anything. So, leave your comments below if you'd like to see any other portions of this expanded on. I'll answer the comments. I read through all of them myself. And any other videos you'd like to see, you let me know. I'm Don Stratton, Godfather of Sales, and we'll catch you in the next one.